10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
This is one small step for a man, but a giant leap for mankind. This famous phrase was told by the famous astronaut Neil Armstrong. When we hear about the Apollo 11 mission, the first thing that gets into our minds are the astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Now, Apollo 11 was not the only mission that had been to the moon. There were another 5 Apollo missions that successfully landed humans on the moon. They were Apollo 12, Apollo 14, and Apollo 15, Apollo 16, and finally Apollo 17. And also, there had been many other space missions along with it that influenced it too. So let's take a step back and go to the past in time to recall what had happened. This story began on 2nd August 1955 when the Soviet Union responded to the US announcement of their similar intent to launch artificial satellites. On 4th October 1957, USSR, which is Russia, launches Sputnik 1, the first orbiting satellite in history. The Soviets launched Sputnik 2 later in November 1957, carrying Laika, the dog, which is the first mammal to be launched into space. The next player, which is the US, launches Explorer 1, the first satellite ever sent to space by the US. In October 1st, 1958, the National Aeronautics and the Space Administration was born in America, which we call it NASA for short. Going on 21st December 1968, United States of America sends a manned spacecraft known as Apollo 8 that first reaches the moon's orbit. It was a test flight though, to prove that traveling to the moon is really possible. On 16 July 1969, Apollo 11 launched from the Kennedy Space Center at 8:17 p.m. on Universal Coordinated Time. On 20th July 1969, the great day arrived. Astronauts Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin entered the lunar module, also known as the Eagle, that got separated from the command service module and headed towards the lunar surface. Then the lunar module touched down in the Sea of Tranquility, also known as Mare Tranquillitatis, which is a large basaltic region in the moon, at 12:47 a.m. in Indian Standard Time. And Armstrong told this to the world: "The Eagle has landed." According to NASA, it was one of the greatest technological achievements in space exploration. At the same time, millions of Americans are watching this thrilling and exciting adventure from Earth. 6 hours later, after landing on the moon, American Neil Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface. This was his first step to the moon, and his footstep is still remaining after 52 years. He spent 2.5 hours exploring the moon and was soon followed by Buzz Aldrin, stepping onto the lunar surface. Michael Collins, however, the third astronaut, remained in the command module and orbited the moon until the other two returned, and the moonwalk was broadcasted to a lot of countries. This great event is what we call the Moon Day, and it's celebrated by NASA and many other people of it. Recall what happened that thrilling day. On July 20th, 2021, we will celebrate the 52nd Moon Day, remembering the day when scientists got motivation and technological development to succeed in space colonization and exploration. After the Apollo 11 mission putting men on the moon, became a tangible achievement in the space race, and the United States in a role to go forward and explore into deeper regions of the universe. According to scientists, astronauts of the Apollo 11 mission had brought 47.5 pounds of lunar material that have been analyzed by NASA scientists. That led to the vast improvement of knowledge about the moon and proof that the birth of many other theories regarding the moon that change our perspective of how the universe behaves. However, this race was not all happy and achievable. Scientists and astronauts had to face a number of problems regarding the protection, equipment, cost, fuel, and food. Number of tests and experiments had to be done to ensure the maximum protection of the astronauts of the spacecrafts. Even in test flights, because of tiny mistakes and malfunctioning, many astronauts have lost their lives. As an example, US astronauts Ed White, Gus Grissom, and Roger Chaffee died when a fire ignited in their Apollo 1 capsule on the launch pad in January 1967. And only a few months later, Soviet cosmonaut Vladimir Komarov is also killed when the parachute on his capsule Soyuz 1 fails to open in re-entry. In early 2003, the Space Shuttle Columbia was disintegrated during re-entry to the Earth's atmosphere, killing all the 7 astronauts on board, including the famous Kalpana Chawla. So it is also clear that we face many disasters, fatal cases, and challenges in space exploration. But if we pause and stop when these problems arrive, we will never go ahead, and we will never know what's going on in this vast universe. Luckily, we did it. Even though there were many risks, scientists didn't give up and went on. Nowadays, many institutes like SpaceX, NASA, ASSA, Blue Origin, and Neuralink are working on even bigger missions and projects like Mars colonies, moon bases, and even terraforming other planets. So we should cheer on the people and associations who take part in these challenges and missions for the benefit of us all. Are you feeling like you're actually in space? If you did, same for me too. In fact, we talked a lot about space race today. Astronomy is awesome and it's a never-ending field, and so as its categories. Manned space missions can be risky and scary, but also they're exciting and thrilling. Enjoy the 52nd moon day that made us to this remarkable state where the space technology, knowledge, and advanced space exploration improved. Just like what Armstrong said, a giant leap for mankind by just a small but remarkable and golden step on the moon and on the history books. Thanks for watching. This is the Astronomy and Space Sciences Association of DSN Nayaga College.